Dr. Michael Greger at this point must have read hundreds and hundreds of thousands of scientific papers, so for one to blow his mind, it must be remarkable. And in this video, he's going to share that research that features one particular vegetable. Now, as we head into the summer, there are going to be more and more occasions where we might have to compromise our diets and not be able to eat as healthy as we would like. But is there a hack we could use to kind of prep our bodies to better handle some not so healthy foods? And the answer is yes. A while ago, I made a shorts video about how adding walnuts to a meal made up of a cheese and salami sandwich managed to reverse the damage to artery function that the cheese and salami caused, with participants also experiencing an improved flow-mediated dilation. And this is significant because that's a measure of how much an artery dilates and widens in response to increased blood flow. It's a vital test used to assess vascular health, and particularly the function of the inner lining of our blood vessels. So why not add some walnuts? But now let's hear as Dr. Greger talks about this vegetable study that blew him away.
What blew my mind was that the effect lasts an entire week. So what they did is have people eat barbecued meat, which has these polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are bad stuff on cigarette smoke and auto exhaust, etc. One of the reasons why meat is carcinogenic, cancer causing. And they had randomized people to, eat the meat with or without broccoli. And same thing with the smoking. Those who had with broccoli, significantly less. Again, measured carcinogens in their urine, significantly less. Now, of course, those who were eating vegetarian didn't have any of these carcinogens, so that would be better. But what blew my mind is that literally a week later, they had the groups eat meat again. And even the group that had eaten the broccoli a week before. Now, if I remember, it was a lot of broccoli, like more broccoli than people would normally eat, like 3 cups of broccoli. But the fact that a week later, your liver was still so revved up that it decreased exposure to these carcinogens in meat, suggests that if you got, some July 4th barbecue coming up and you're going to slip off the wagon and not eat the healthiest food, you can prep for that. You can get your liver ready to go even the weekend before.
Same thing with cooked meat carcinogens. If you have a side of broccoli with your meat, you can significantly decrease carcinogen levels in your body. What they did is they started out with study subjects consuming cooked meat meals containing known amounts of these carcinogens. And this is the amount of the carcinogens they were absorbing into their bloodstream and then peeing out. In period 2, they ate the same amount of meat but added broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Notice there's a significant drop in the amount of these meat mutagens circulating within their bodies, even though they ate the same amount of meat. Now, this wasn't a surprise. That's what cruciferous vegetables do, right? Boost our liver's ability to clear chemicals from our bodies. But this is what blew them away. In period 3, again, same amount of meat, but they took away the veggies. Yet their liver function appeared to remain enhanced 2 weeks later. So there appears to be a prolonged beneficial effect of cruciferous vegetable consumption. So you can eat broccoli days or even weeks before the big barbecue and still retain a little protection. So, of course, if you eat grilled veggie burgers instead, it would be even better at that barbecue, as apparently no matter how you cook plant-based foods, even if you deep fry them, no detectable heterocyclic amines are formed.
But is there a downside to eating too much broccoli? Can it destroy our gut lining? Well, researchers looked at eating 3.5 cups a day, which we discussed in this video. To view it, you can click the middle of the screen now.